everybody, welcome back to Rain Gaming. I'm just going to give you a quick look at my rig and my gaming setup and how I make my videos and the likes. We're going to start with the PC. This is the NZXT 630 Phantom case. Now this is new when I built this back just after Christmas. It's a big case. In there I've got 370-70K overclocked to 4.5. I've got a couple of GTX 660 Ti 3 gigs. They're the KFA ones, the extra overclocked, and you can push them a lot more. I've been overclocking them, had great success recently. The good thing about this case is it's massive. As you can see, it's not quite as big as the 810 as it, the Phantoms, but there's 4 expansion slots on the front there for optical drives and the likes. There's room on the top for a 360 radiator if you want. Well, I've got 200mm, two 200mm fans in there at the moment. You can get a 240 in the front and a 240 in the base as well. And that is going to be my next project. We're going to get this thing water cooled. So right, up we get onto the capture card. I'm using the Elgato Game Capture HD. Now I've only had this for a couple of months. I was using the Roxio Game Capture Pro HD, whatever the fuck it was called. It was useless, to be honest. It captured gameplay right, but the software it came bundled with was rubbish. I ended up using Windows Media Player or Windows Movie Maker and things like that. But this is great. It's capturing footage from the PC at the moment, but I could just quick switch the plugs and it goes from the Xbox. Will work with a PS3. No idea how it's going to work for PS4 yet, because apparently they've still got their DRM in place, so we'll have to try and find out. And then on to headsets. We have an Air Force X31. These are the Turtle Beaches. And I've had these for about 5 years, which is why they're grubby and filthy, but they're still going strong. I've never had a problem with them. I get a bit of rattle occasionally, but they're really, really good. And since I'm showing off my 2 guitars, this is a Fender Tele Custom with Seymour Duncan pickups on there, the pearly gates. It's a beast, it's lovely. And I've got a Ibanez RG350, which is awesome as well. Right, television. Because I'm in a apartment, we haven't got room to set up a desk for a keyboard and mouse, so I'm gaming on a 42-inch Sony Bravia, which is again about 5 years old, but it's 1080p. Don't need a new one. If I was to buy a new one, it would have to be 4K, and that ain't going to happen anytime soon. And then down to the Xbox. So the 360 is the Halo 4 limited edition, and then me and Jess, as my wife, between us have probably had about 14 of these Xboxes in the last 8 years, and I've had 8 of them myself. Nothing but trouble with the old fat ones. I used to go through one every 2 or 3 months. But since we've had Slim, they've been very good. And Jess has got this Star Wars one as well. So this Halo one makes Halo noises. The Star Wars one goes when you open it. Anyway, this little messy space here is going to be for the X1. That's where it's going to sit. It will arrive tomorrow, or I'm going to drive up to Amazon's factory, wherever it is, in Scotland somewhere, and burn the fucking place down if it doesn't arrive. And I mean that. At the bottom, a Blu-ray player, which I haven't used since I was about 6. Just want to show you these very quickly. The NOCS NS400 aluminium. Now, these earphones are epic. They're in-ear, and so I mean they're a really good fit, so they do cancel the noise, but they are brilliant. Optimised for the iPad, iPhones, and things like that. If you're not using it, if you're using a Windows phone, the remote doesn't work. But if you're using it for gaming, they're really, really good. Speaking of gaming, yeah, I am spoiled. This is our lounge after all, and it's like a gaming paradise. Then onto my microphone. I've got the Blue Yeti Snowball thingamajigger, which I use to do my commentary with. And then down to my Vox VT30 amp. Excuse the mess. There's a Bad Horsey 2 and the Fox pedal as well there. All games in the corners. As I say, I am very spoiled because most wives wouldn't put up with it. But yeah, so the PC, yeah, a longer shot of it. The PC I use for generally single player games and things I know are going to look very pretty. I keep the 360 and consoles really to play with friends. There's nothing better than getting in a group, going online, shooting people in the face on COD or Battlefield or something like that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you all very, very soon.